So when a baby is born, the stem cells are stored, correct? They're stored in your fat, and I understand that they're stored in your bone marrow. Majority is stored in your bone marrow. What happens as you get older? Why do we age?
Because the quantity of the cells become very low.
Okay. So the quantity and the quality.
The quality and the change, they start to be changing. There's many information coming to the cells.
Right. And so the goal is to try and preserve as much stem cells as you can to keep your organs healthy and prevent diseases from happening.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's the stem cells that actually nourish and give all the vital things that are necessary to keep the organs alive and keeping them healthy. What is causing this aging to take place then? What's causing these stem cells to degrade?
You know, in our body, there is many store. The bigger store, it's the bone marrow.
Yes.
Okay. And in the bone marrow, there is pluripotent cells.
Okay.
We can activate this, but there is some program in our body. Every 130 days, our body change their cells, and there is a new cells coming to our peripheral vessels. We can activate, and we can do this every, for example, 18 days, 15 days. But this kind of the cells, it will be not only mesenchymal stem cells, or it will be, there is some embryonic cell or pluripotent cell which we activate from the stores and coming to peripheral vessels. And this is kind of the cells we can take it outside from our body, from peripheral vessels, and cultivate, filtrate, cultivate, and growing in the lab and giving back to the patient. But here, very important thing we need to talk about it, that this kind of the cells can be damaged and have some information what we don't want to do to growth in the lab and to put in our body, because this sometimes we are using genome programs to change some information in the DNA to have a new cells, refreshing the cells, to make our life it's more quality and longer. But in some world we don't like to talk that we can make our life longer, but we can change the quality of the life.
So you're talking about longevity now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, that is a hot subject right now that people are talking about. That there's talks about, you know, that in the next 3 to 5 years, with the emergence of AI and CRISPR technology, that we may be able to live past 150 years. That's exciting, right? However, you know, we have to take into consideration epigenomics.
Why not?
Yeah, where environmental factors can influence the quality of these cells. Now, having said that, let me ask you, in your 20 plus years of experience, where do you see in the next 3 to 5 years the most exciting things that are going to be happening in medicine? Where, if you had to predict where the role of stem cells are going to become important, what does Dr. Islam see?
I am not businessman,
okay,
but I saw how many investment and how much money coming to this field. And I understand the businessman cannot put his money just to play with this, because he see the future in this field. And I believe in the future, in these 5 years, the stem cell will have a huge place in the treatment, in the treatment, in the longevity, and in the personalized treatment.